I'm Mads Martin. I am the head of sales here at Jericho Security. Jericho focuses predominantly on phishing simulations and security awareness training. Now, we all recognize that there's a lot of other solutions. It's a very saturated space in the market. But what we were really trying to come in and do is focus on this from aligning the generative attacks that we see out there today with the actual simulations that we are creating internally.
How have you brought Jericho to market?
So being a new company, a lot of people like to focus on those SDR sales and cold calling, but it's really tough when you have little to no brand recognition. So, you hear a lot of people saying like, who are you? Or I'm not interested in talking. And we were looking for other ways that felt a little bit warmer. So we absolutely love using Sagetap. It's a part of my daily workflow. Wake up in the morning, check to see the new individuals interested in a conversation with us. We have seen amazing outcomes as well. There has been an 18x ROI in closed won business and a 27x ROI in active late stage pipeline. The types of leads that I get within Sagetap are so strategic and accounts that I never really dreamed that we could get that casually. And I think that's probably because of the anonymous nature between us and that Sage, that it actually allows us to get access to really large companies. I think that one, people are much more open to talking about themselves when there is that anonymous aspect, because they have really the opportunity to speak freely without having it be a representation of the company they are working with. So I find that the conversations run a lot more smooth. And I also find that people are only there because they want to be, not because someone dragged them to be there. They are actively looking for solutions within the space, and they've already divulged some of that information ahead of time. And so you're able to use that to your advantage to actually curate a really great presentation for them.
What advice would you have to new vendors getting started with the platform in order to be successful?
Something really interesting I don't think I thought I'd use the platform for would be almost like product releases and product updates. That's something that as a really small company, we seem to care about the most, and we don't think anyone else will. And what I've noticed is as I constantly update our profile or our page with new product releases and new things that we find cool, it seems to be a lot of the stages do too. And I'm seeing a constant influx of people come in the moment that there is a new product release on the market amongst all the other incumbent solutions.
You've had a lot of success clearly in getting these meetings to POCs and closed won deals. Has there been any takeaway on getting from the meeting to actual sales pipeline from the SageTap workflow?
I think that a great thing that we're provided is the success criteria ahead of time, which is usually something that takes a lot longer to get out of someone because you're having to establish a level of trust through the sales cycle. And using Sagetap has allowed you to surpass some of the trust that might be needed because they're using a platform that they've already signed up for and entrusted with what they want for their next security vendor. And so being able to use that success criteria that is defined ahead of time throughout the entire sales process allows us to much more closely align with what they're looking for and actually speed up sales cycles a lot. Our sales cycles are commonly 6 weeks to about 3 months, and we see these in about 4 to 6 weeks, just generally speaking, because of the success criteria that is defined so early.